RGIS to scale their business model and rapidly expand into other sectors. Decade later, RGS has far outgrown their name. RGS performs more than 1,74,000 stock takes globally per year for the companies of all types and sizes. It's a global leading stock taking company. In their 63 years existence, RGS established themselves as most trusted stock taking provider globally. To discuss more on this, I have Mr. John Morlock, a chairman of RGS. A very warm welcome to you, and thank you for joining us, Mr. John. I would like to give you more insight into your journey so far and help in understanding how did you start, how you have been running, or any important information which you would like to add to our today's session. Over to you.
Thank you, Alka. Thank you for having me. So, quick introduction to myself. My name is Jan Morlock. I'm responsible within RGS for the global expansion, for marketing and commercial. I started my early career in retail before I actually moved on into the inventory business. That is now more than 11 years ago. I started out on the field as managing director for our operations in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland before I joined my new position on the board level of RGS. Let me just give you a little bit more detail about RGS. So, as I already said, we are a retail inventory service provider. We've been founded in 1958 and then expanded in the US and Canada around the 1970s. 1980, we expanded internationally, and in around 1990s, we actually expanded and also into Europe. So currently, we have a very strong presence into Latin America, in Europe, as well as in Asia Pacific. We are a very successful business. We are a very progressive business, and we are a growing business. And as part of this growth plan we want to foster and push our international expansion. And we don't want to open units ourselves. We want to partner with strong franchise partners to really to reach a global reach of our business field. So I think this is in terms of the short introduction to RGS, and maybe we can now really jump into the business.
Right. So, thank you for giving the introduction. Please help me in giving and more understanding about why choosing, if somebody would be interested to take up your franchise, why it is going to be a good idea in terms of any unique selling points you have, anything which makes it different from the competitors. So, over to you again.
Yes. So, as I said, we are a inventory service provider. So, our core business is really to provide full stock counts for retail stores, for warehouses, distribution centers, focus stock counts or cycle counts. We have developed our business over the last couple of years to develop many other services which are related to the retail or warehousing industry, such as supplier backdoor checks, on-shelf availability audits, which we also conducted with a major supermarket chain in England, in the UK, and here we actually have seen a year-on-year growth within the supermarket's turnover of between 3 and 4%. And we also offer a replenishment service. So we have really diversified our offering quite a bit over the last couple of years. Now, we want to, share out this success, what we have with our franchisees. So what you will get from us is really a clear brand identity of a well-established and successful business. RGS is the name if it comes to inventory solutions. And over those last 63 years of our existence, we have really become and established ourselves as the most trusted stock-taking provider globally. And why do we say that? Because we can pride ourselves on that we hire the best people. So we have the most trained and most professional team in the industry with the expertise in all areas of stock taking. And with our global reach, with the over 37 countries we cover, we can really move along best practices from country to country. We have a very proven workflow which is engineered to deliver accuracy and efficiency, and I think both of those factors are very, very important if it becomes to an inventory. I mean, inventory needs to be accurate out of most things. We are, compared to our competition, the leader in technology. So we offer state-of-the-art technology and tools to really provide security, reliability, and optimum support in
Right.
delivering the inventories to our customers. And I think one of the striking factors of our business is that we can connect globally and locally, which means all of our franchise partners, all of our RGIS countries are connected within our backend system, within Salesforce. We can share best practices, we share customers, and this is, I think, one of the key to the success which we have in our business.
Sure, sure. Yes, let's move to the next slide to understand more about the opportunity lined up for today. Like any other brands, be it in the retail or in education or in any other sector, you must be having a certain criteria on the basis of which you decide that this person can be a good fit for you. In terms of the background you look for, or a skill set you find, or any education background, you look for in a prospect.
Yes, obviously, in terms of education, I think what we're looking for is strong-minded people with a good business background. I mean, again, you will purchase a franchise from us. You are your own boss. You will become an entrepreneur in yourself, and obviously, you want to make sure that you can have the success which obviously you want to have for your own business. And we, as your partner, obviously want to make sure that you have the right skills to be successful as well. So
Right.
in terms of background, I think what we are really looking for and would be the best is some strong background in terms of the retail industry, maybe in the warehousing industry, in distribution center industry, maybe a background coming from a temping agency, delivering people into other industries. I mean, our business is about delivering people onto the site, obviously paired with the technology we have to offer. Maybe a background in professional services industry could be very useful, or even a background in some auditing business as well. What is
Right.
important for us is that whoever will take on this task of become a franchise partner of RGS really commits himself to this challenge. It will be a full-time job. You will be responsible for the operations. You will be responsible for creating new business. So that really means a full commitment time-wise. It is important for us, that you understand the retail market, that you understand people's business, how to recruit people,
Right.
how to train people, how to deliver our service in a very professional manner. You need to be able to search for new customers, either by the means of cold calling, by the means of visiting prospects. So it's operational skills are required to deliver the business, but also key account management skills in terms of creating new business for you. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, there will be our global customer base of about over 3,000 customers, which you already have in our portfolio. Maybe there's some very easy wins for the beginning, but obviously, our aim is to grow this business
Right.
successfully. So, key account management skills, commercial skills in terms of pricing, that all needs to be there as well to be successful.
Right, right. Yeah, so because if somebody invest, they should know, where to invest time, how much is to invest. The question itself is not very convincing in terms of, how much time involvement would be required. It's a business, right? So they have to give their timings to, to create a market for yourself, and other things would be required. Great. So in the next slide, we'll definitely discuss about the financials, because you have given the good understanding in terms of how did you start, how are you doing in the market, how many years you have been successful, and then what are your expectation while choosing a franchise, right? People would like to understand that what is the investment is all about for Indian market. So over to you again, Jan.
Yes, I mean, we have a initial franchise fee which will be charged, which is a one-off payment. And that includes the service development for the new franchise. So obviously, we need to set up the front end as well as the back end system. We need to set up the Salesforce system for our new franchise partner, and it will also include the training for the key staff of our franchise partner. This staff is on one hand obviously the operational people who will conduct the inventories within our customers. So there will be the training how to run our equipment, how to run our systems, but it will also include training on the backend system. So we provide two systems. One is the front end system, which is the inventory software to run the inventories within the customers, and then there is a sophisticated backend system which allows scheduling of stores, scheduling of people, time management to be able to run the payroll and also to run the invoicing process. So this is all part of this one-off initial franchise fee. And the other income stream of the for RGS will be a royalty on the franchise partner's turnover, which is currently 8% of the turnover of our franchise partner.
Right.
The third level, obviously, we or our franchise partner would require the equipment, the scanners to deliver inventories. Those will be leased from RGS to our franchise partners. That lease involves the maintenance and repair. So in case the equipment breaks or is not functioning properly anymore, that equipment can be returned to RGS, and we will replace it with new functioning equipment. So those are really the three pillars of investment from our franchise partner we have. So there's a one-off payment, there is the royalty, and then there is the lease fee for the equipment. So all overall, it is a very low capital
Right.
expenditure
Right.
to really purchase a franchise business from RGIS.
Right. Since it is very old brand, you have been running successfully, you're established company, and with investment of 25 lakh, for a one specific region, which we'll be taking in the next slide, it's a really good opportunity, I must say. And so these are the territories what we have as per an Indian market, which we have strategically divided into zone wise. So zone wise, when I say, so there's a specific state which will be for a specific person, and he has to channelize within that territory. This is how. Any opinion on this slide, Mr. John? Jen?
I mean, obviously, I'm not too familiar with
Yes.
the Indian states or territories, but
Yes.
looking at the huge size of the Indian market, I think we portioned it into manageable markets. What we guarantee though is that if one partner will purchase a franchise for a specific region, no other franchise partner can enter that specific
Yes.
region, nor can RGS. So this will be a protected area for our franchise partner. I think maybe we should just point this out.
Yes. 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 Yes, so again, once again, I would like to give more understanding. So these are the regions as per the states. If somebody would be interested for a particular location like Karnataka and Goa, so this will specifically go to the one country, and this will be exclusively contract wherein no other franchisee or a prospect can enter into the same market, and the whole area, the whole region will belong to a one franchise. Yeah.
Correct.
Let's move to the next slide. Yes, so I can see the bundle of the good brands on this slide, right? So tell me something about your success stories, and how did you able to run so successfully in so many years?
I mean, as you can see here, this is a selection of our current RGIS customer, and this is really only a very, very small picture of what we have. We have about 3,000 clients which we service worldwide, and as you can see here, this is a mix of retailers, from supermarkets, from DIY stores to textiles to exclusive garments,
Right.
as well as industry. So we not only service the retailers, we also service our industry partners. And some of the brands you've seen here are global brands. We have many other brands which operate only in single markets or in adjacent markets. So you can tap into this huge customer base which we already have. What you can see on this slide, those are actually the current customers of one of our existing franchise partners. And here we're actually talking about Morocco. And again, you see a very good mix between retailers and
Yeah.
industry. We're talking about Mondelez as an industry partner. We're talking about Unilever as an industry partner. And then, obviously about Pull & Bear Bershka, which belongs to the Zara group. Leader Price, it's a supermarket, Inditex,
Right.
Kiabi, Lacoste, so local brands and international brands. So we have a very, very good customer mix, and which makes for a very attractive business model.
Right. So one question I have in this regard: suppose the Lacoste is there in the market. I'm just picking up one brand out of it. So if it is for some region in India, right? So that exclusivity of a particular brand will be assigned to that franchisee, will be taking for a specific location. And if that brand is already present in a particular location, how it is going to be for Indian market?
Yes, so that's correct. Now, for example, what we would assess at if we would sign a new territory, in terms of the market analysis, we would look what
Yeah.
of our existing customers already operate in the market of our new franchise partner. Let's say Lacoste has stores in that specific area. So
Hmm.
obviously, we would reach out to our contact at Lacoste and now
Right.
let him know that as of today, we're able to deliver inventories for his stores in this specific area as well.
Yes.
If we would, let's say in France, they would open the customer like Louis Vuitton in France, and then the customer would ask, okay, which other territories can you service us? We will obviously, through our international sales network, provide all the locations we're able to deliver our services, and that includes all the countries or territories of our franchise partner.
Yeah.
This is when I said, we connect globally and locally, or we might reach out local with our contact, but we then deliver the services to all of their stores globally. And this is of no extra charge then to our franchise partners. If he has 3, 5, 10, or 30 Lacoste stores, for example, they will automatically go to him. And I think later on we talk a little bit more about the systems and solutions which
Yes.
will
Yes.
provide, and maybe I can touch base on that point in this context again.
So again, I mean, this is the business, they'll be expecting from the day one of their operations. So that's again one of the highlights to get associated with this company as a franchise opportunity.
Yes, obviously you get our international customers, but the aim and the focus of our local franchise partner in India or in the other countries we're looking at the moment, they also need to develop
Yes.
their local customers. And if you have a local customer in India which maybe operates in neighboring countries, the same process works this way. You put that customer into our global network, and then other countries will then be able to provide services to that customer.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So I would want you to discuss about the support, right? So all the expectations and everything we have discussed, right? The financials we have discussed. So what type of support or hand holding are you going to provide to your franchisee opportunity?
Yeah, so I mean, the support we offer is quite big. So obviously, the biggest support is in terms of the startup support, and what I mentioned earlier in our initial franchise fee, there is the training included to
Yes.
train your key operational people, and also you maybe your back office people. In terms of obviously operational support, we deliver our service with people and equipment, so with our own IT solutions. So the equipment we use is proprietary equipment of RGIS. It's a cloud-based solution. So in terms of the IT, we have a 24-hour, 7-day IT support for all of our countries. And I think what is quite unique in that, let's say you are maybe, let me take an easy example from Europe. If I would be running an inventory in Germany, I would have an IT issue. I can type my question into the web chat box in German. The question gets transmitted to the IT support. The IT support might be based in the UK at this time. The system translates that question from German into English. The guy can actually log into the inventory because it's all web-based or cloud-based, I have to say. So he can log in live. He can see what has gone wrong. He can fix it for me. He replies in English. The system translates it back to me in German, and I get my answer back in German. So we offer a 24-hour, 7-day IT support. If it comes to ongoing business, we obviously offer the support in terms of marketing. So any new franchise partner will be part of our global RGS web page with a link to his specific country page. So that feeds off, like I said, the RGS main website. We support with marketing collateral. We have a huge library of marketing collateral of case studies, videos, flyers. I mean, whatever you want, we actually do have. We can translate that in any language. We will support you on your social media site. We push them. We push them on our website. We push that on your website. In terms of commercial, obviously, we'll support you with Salesforce. You will have access to Salesforce, so you can manage your leads and opportunities in the system. Through
Sure.
that Salesforce, you get the access to our global customer base, and the process of what we said with Lacoste earlier of existing customers. We give you advice and help on how to penetrate new customers, on the pricing as well, until you are stable and secure enough to run the business yourself. But we will monitor your business on an ongoing basis in terms of operational excellence. We pride ourselves to have a customer satisfaction of 99.8%. Obviously, we don't want to damage
Great.
that, but we will monitor you on the operations, on the pricing, and obviously on the quality you deliver. When I say monitor, this should not sound like we are like a teacher and just give you advice. We see ourselves as your business sparring partner, so we want to help and support you to become successful. So
Right.
all this support obviously will be there. We have a big, a back office in terms of financial department, legal department, human resource department, who is there to provide services and advice to our partners if needed.
Sure, sure. So you have given a quite elaborative support which you give to the franchisees. So apart from the support what you give to your franchisees, right? So in case of increasing their sales, if anything which is going wrong in their operations, if the property or any other things which is not working right, so what type of support do you provide to increase their sales, hence their profits?
Yes, I mean, like I said earlier, we provide a front end and the back end system. So, really quickly again, the front end system is the inventory management program or the inventory counting program, which you use at the customer. And that feeds into a back end system. Now, this back end system lets you schedule your inventory, lets you schedule staff, time management, and invoicing, but it is also connected to what we call a performance tracker. And that at the end is a KPI data warehouse. So, in this data warehouse, all the data from every inventory, from every job you have done in the past is being stored in terms of how long did it take, what was the productivity, how was the quality, how high was the error rate. And this is not only by event, it is actually by area, it is by employee. So you can really monitor your operations on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. You can revisit
Right.
the data from the inventory a year ago if you have to reschedule the store in a year's time, and therefore you can then make informed business decision, maybe to adjust your staffing. And the staffing is obviously the key point, to be profitable or not. So that comes with it. And again with Salesforce, you have an excellent tool, in which you can monitor your leads and opportunities, so you actually really know where you stand in terms of your business effort.
Yes, yes. Great, great. So let's move to the next slide to understand more about RGS and their services.
So what method is used to protect from from poorly performing franchisees? I think we
Yeah,
mentioned it
we
early on
covered.
a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So because you covered, how it is going to help to increase their sales and profitability, somewhat to save them from performing poorly, right? So
Yeah, so obviously, we will monitor it. We see ourselves as a consultant service to obviously help better it. And there's many tools then available, also in terms of training documents to make sure, if things go wrong, we can
yes,
make it better the next time.
correct. Yes. So in the next slide, we will have, yeah, so the marketing activities. You talked about the support and then marketing, you do. So any specific marketing as a company when you feel that, you are entering into the India for the first time, is there any strategy you want to apply for Indian marketing, to have the foot falling right from their day one of their operations?
Again, the why did we choose to to grow internationally by franchise partners? Because we want to have the local knowledge to grow and to be successful in those markets. So
Yes.
what we will provide, the global website linked into the local website. We'll provide lots of marketing materials, collateral, case studies, which are already available, which can be pushed onto our franchisee's website, so his potential customers actually see, okay, what services can be available. We provide the global branding in terms of link to his local branding, so everybody knows, okay, this is not only a small local business, but this is a small local business or a big local business linked
Right.
to a big international brand. Obviously we'll support pushing your efforts in our social media sites and accounts, but we do have a strong focus on local advertisement and marketing then as well. Where if our franchise partner says, okay, I want to advertise here and here, we'll have a graphic design department who can put together the ads, the marketing collateral for him. So that support is available for our franchise
Sure,
partners. Yes.
sure, sure. Yeah. Yes, so we'll definitely. This is a message to all the viewers, who have connected and who would like to know more about RGIS. Please put your contact detail, your email address, or any other information you want to look for. Please stay connected to us. On the link which is there on the Instagram and every social platform handling what we'll do. Yes, again, apart from the today's opportunity, you can give a call for to understand other opportunity in the franchising on the number which is flashing. It's 9844443200. You can email us on the email address which is business@franchisebazaar. Please visit our website franchisebazaar.com to come to know about RGIS in detail. Please visit the page, as well as if you want to explore other opportunity based on your investment, based on the location, or based on the vertical preference you have it, you can visit and explore. A big thanks to you, Jan, for giving the presence, and it was quite elaborative understanding. I think we have covered all the points which prospect wants to understand. Right, the other details, of course, we will connect. Once they put their inquiry, once they register with us, we'll definitely get to the discussion and understand better RGIS. With a lot of humility, a lot of thanks to you to be a part of it, for the today's session. Anything, any message you want to give to the business seeker from RGIS?
Thank you, Alka.
Yeah. So thanks. On this note, I am ending up the session.